Leaving your 9 to 5 is not the end. It's the first step into the life of your dreams, creating your own reality, living your purpose, and stepping into your freedom. Welcome to step 5 of our 5-step challenge to break out of the matrix, work for yourself, step into your entrepreneurship energy and freedom, and create a life of your choosing, living your purpose. The prior 4 steps were all about getting accountable with yourself, recognizing ways that the matrix has made you play small and feel trapped, setting a goal or an intention to every single day write down a way you can build or create, and then as you move through that process in step 3, you're starting to get more ideas, and universe or source is working through you to give you the specific steps you need to take in order to step into that frequency of entrepreneurship. And so in step 3, you're utilizing and leveraging your 9 to 5 to work towards your 5 to 9, to fund your 5 to 9. And in that 5 to 9 little spurts and sparks of time, you're putting intentional action, inspired action towards those steps. Step 4 was all about getting accountable about a date of conclusion, a date of exit, an income threshold you needed to reach in order to walk away from your 9 to 5, and telling somebody else about it, and then living in the end and imagining that you're there, feeling the feelings of being an entrepreneur, living in the end and embodying the archetype of an entrepreneur. Step 5 is the final step on this journey towards entrepreneurship. Freedom without structure leads to chaos. Step 5 is all about creating structure around your dreams and your creativity. True independence means alignment, not hustle. You are breaking out of the old methodology of a 9 to 5 plugging in and hard work and long hours equate success. No, it's aligned action and divine timing creates success. And in step 4, you got really good at working in spurts of time, sparks of creativity. That is flow. And now that you're an entrepreneur, that is how it's always going to be. That is how you're going to work your best. It is not in grinding and in hustle. It is in being intentional and tapping into source energy and listening to your higher self, or that inner voice that's been guiding you all along. So in step 5, you're going to rebuild your schedule around alignment, creativity, and flow, not hustle, hours, or grind. This last step I like to call your freedom framework. Now that you've stepped away from your 9 to 5 and you are living in your entrepreneurship energy and timeline, you need to create a freedom framework. You have 3 non-negotiables, 3 things that brought you here, 3 things that you value, that you know create success. For me, it is consciousness meditation, it's intention, it's setting aside time each day to connect with source, to breathe, to connect with my higher self. That is my first non-negotiable. My second non-negotiable is connection with other people in my field, connection with opportunities. That is how I figure out ways that I'm going to step into my creativity and make money. I connect with others. My third non-negotiable is creativity. So these 3 prongs of my framework make up my everyday, day-to-day, and bring in my abundance. When I apply and give time to all 3 of these things, I have success. Figure out what your 3 non-negotiables are, and every single day, implement some time to them. You're not going to be working 40 hours a week the way you were before. Remember, we're breaking out of that old methodology and that brainwashing that we need to give 40 hours a week in order to have success. We're working with intention and divine timing, but we are also putting forth our action, our intentional action into these 3 non-negotiables. And this freedom framework is the way that you create aligned structure in your day so that no matter what, you know that you're tapping in and you're bringing in income so that you can survive. You're bringing in stability so that you can thrive. But you're doing it in your own freedom, on your own timeline of passion, creativity, and life's purpose. Congratulations, you've dropped out of the matrix. You've stepped onto your freedom entrepreneur timeline. Join our community of people that are on this path. We'll hold each other accountable. We'll be in flow together. Welcome. I'm so glad you were here. I'm so glad you made it to the end. The future is bright and you're just getting started.